Hello, awesome artists. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about traditions. What is a tradition? Have you ever heard of a tradition before? Well, let me tell you a little bit about that. A tradition is something that you do every year. It may be a custom that is passed down through the generations. Like maybe your family does something that your grandparents might have done. And as we celebrate the holidays, notice some of the family traditions that your family might have. A very common Thanksgiving tradition is to share a meal with your family or with your friends, just like the Native Americans and the Pilgrims did a very long time ago. Now, another tradition is maybe to eat turkey, cranberry sauce, maybe some type of pie, and maybe after you eat all of that food, you take a big nap, or maybe you play games with your family. So in the spirit of Thanksgiving and traditions, we are going to draw a turkey today. So follow along with me as I show you how to draw our turkey. Now, we are going to use something to trace with. We need a circle, so I'm going to take my trusty roll of tape. You see me use this a lot. It's always a pretty good size. I'm going to center it in the middle of my paper. Now, I am going to take my black marker. You may use a black crayon too, or you may use a pencil. Whatever suits you. I'm going to trace around this. Remember, you might need a little bit of help from a parent or an older brother or sister for this part. And that's gonna make my circle. Now, the very next thing that I'm gonna do is over here towards the corner, a little bit away from the circle, I'm gonna draw another circle. Now, sometimes that circle turns out a little bit bigger, sometimes it's a little bit smaller. All of our turkeys are gonna be different today, so you just do your best. Next, I'm gonna connect the head to the body there, and I'm gonna connect the head to the body there. We just made a neck for your turkey. Now, over here on the face, our turkey is going to be looking from the side view. Now, another name for a side view is a profile view. So if I am looking at something from the side view or the profile view, I'm only going to see one eye because maybe the other eye is on the other side. We can't see it, but we know it's there. Now I'm going to draw a beak from the side view. To draw the beak, you're going to draw a letter M. You know that I love drawing with shapes and with letters. So this is how I'm going to draw my M. A big capital M always makes a perfect beak. Then I might have a little wiggly shape up there and a bigger wiggly shape hanging down at the bottom. That's gonna make it look like a turkey instead of like a bird, which a turkey is a bird, but not one that flies high in the sky. Now let's make some legs. For the legs, I'm going to draw 2 lines down, out, connect at the bottom. So down like a skinny number 11, out, and connect. Now, if that's a little bit difficult, you can always do just a line with maybe lines that go out. You could definitely do more simple feet if you would like. You're always welcome to make this easier if you like, or you can add extra stuff to it if you want more of a challenge. For our turkey's wing, it's gonna be a backwards C, but maybe I might even wanna wiggle my C. That gives it more of a feathery look. Of course, you could always do it straight also. The only other thing that we need to add are our feathers. So our feathers are gonna look like a skinny rainbow, also maybe an upside down U. So I'm gonna start over here where I have space, and I'm gonna make some skinny rainbow shapes for my turkey's feathers. And I just stop whenever I get about halfway across. You might have a lot of feathers, you might have a few feathers. I think I can squeeze one right there too. Okay, I'm happy with my turkey. So once you have your turkey drawn and you're happy with it, then you may start coloring. You might want to add some patterns or designs. You could also just color it with solid colors. Now, one thing that I will give you that's a little bit of a tip, if you're using markers, do not use a marker for your head and the other things that you color, because if you use your marker for your head and your neck and your body, it is just going to be way too dark. So let's color. Make sure to color in one direction, staying inside of your lines, and color as neatly as you can. Remember, coloring takes practice. You might need to go back and even touch up any little peekaboo white spaces. I'm adding some lines to my feet just because I feel like it. I like to color sometimes with the same shade but a little bit lighter. On small areas, I like to color darker, and I think that it looks neater if you color your really large areas light, because sometimes when you color those big areas really dark, it doesn't look very neat. Now I'm adding some patterns with my marker. But again, you could just use crayons and use solid colors. Do whatever works for you. Sometimes I like to put a little bit of a frame around my picture. I'm just drawing some marks all the way around. This makes my picture look important.